So my decision to serve was, I think, pretty simple, mainly because ever since I was younger, I've always wanted to serve a mission. I remember going to primary and hearing about this thing called missions. It's like, wow, I want to do that. And so I always knew that I wanted to serve. And then when I finally had to decide, okay, now it's the time to work on your papers, because once the age change obviously changed, I thought, wow, 18 for boys, 19 for girls. That is remarkable, because I always thought, okay, 21, I'll be like near the end of my college experience. And so I'd be like, I don't know if I'd want to serve at that time. But once that age change happened, I knew automatically that I was going to serve no matter what. It was just always depending on if I felt prepared at that moment. And so what I remember doing, so we just moved from my hometown to another place, and I was just like, oh, okay, well, I know it's my time because I'm in college, I'm 19, but it just didn't feel right yet. And then also I was a little bit scared to put in my papers. I knew it was the right thing for me to do, but at the same time I was just like, oh gosh, it's that step that you take to decide to serve. And so finally, I remember I was in sacrament meeting, and my mom, she like leans over and she's like, hey, guess what? And I was like, what? She's like, I scheduled an appointment with you and the bishop for opening up your mission papers. And I completely freaked out. I was like, what? What? No way. Why? But then I realized that it was a great thing for her to do, because it helped me actually realize, yes, this is the time. Now is the time, because you're being prepared. So if you don't take that one step, you're never going to do it. And so I was very grateful for my mom for actually setting up that appointment. Funny how it is, like how it sounds and whatnot. But she basically was the kicker in that sense, because after that, I think I got everything done within like a week or 2 weeks, because I was just so excited. I was like, yeah, I have everything ready. I have the bishop's interview, the paperwork stuff filled out and everything, and I had the state president interview and all that fun jazz. And I finally submitted my mission papers, and I was so excited. And then it was the anticipation of waiting for the mission call. 1 week went by. Nothing. Okay, that's understandable. 2 weeks went by. Nothing again. Okay, that's understandable. 3 weeks went by, and so another backstory is like me and my friend, we submitted our mission papers at the same time, and or similar times. They got their mission call, but I still didn't get mine. And so I was like, oh no, I must be a troublemaker or something. But then a week later, so I think I waited maybe about a month, like 3.5 weeks, a month, and I finally got my mission call. And it was absolutely amazing. I was so excited when I opened up the mailbox. I was just like, it's here. Oh my gosh, it's here. So I remember actually taking it out of the mailbox, getting a picture with it, obviously, of course, by the mailbox, bringing it into the house. I think I lost it like 3 times within the period of maybe 10 hours, because I was going to open it later that night with some of my family and close friends. And oh my gosh. But when I lost my mission call, or like misplaced it because it'd be randomly under piles of paper, that I was just like, oh my gosh, where'd it go? I don't even know where I'm going, but I want to know. But that was a few moments of just like not knowing where it was. It was kind of like, oh, what do I do? But then I would always find it. So that was nice. And then finally we just like put it on one place, and we just cleared out all the paper to be like, okay, no one put any paper right by it, because I'd probably freak out and be like, I lost my mission call. But I remember, it was such a sweet moment when I actually was able to gather around with my family, and I had both of my grandparents on Skype. My mom was signing to one of my grandparents, and the other ones I was just talking to. And when I was opening the letter, great time, because I practiced with like YouTube videos on how to open a mission call without seeing it first. And so I did that, and I flipped it around, okay, covered everything, and I was slowly reading it line by line, which probably you have done. And I just remember reading, "Dear Sister Ralph, you've been hereby called as a missionary to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, to the ... I was like that. I could not speak. I was just like, no way. No way. I'm going to Chile. I'm going to Chile. And I was just like, how do you pronounce Osorno? Osorno. I think I pronounce it like Osorno, something gringo, but it's okay because it was the absolute best moment of my whole life because I had my family there, I had friends there, and then I knew I was just getting that call to serve the Lord, and it was a wonderful experience. So it's definitely very precious to me. So something else that happened was after receiving my call, like a few weeks later, I got a random call from someone in the ward saying, "Hey, you're going to Chile Osorno, right?" And I was like, yes, I am. And they said, "Your mission president is here," because I got a new mission president right before I went out. And it was so cool because luckily she knew that I was serving in Chile, and she called saying if I wanted to meet my mission president and his wife. And I was like, that is so cool. So we got to meet up for maybe an hour beforehand, right after they're setting apart, before they had to go into the MTC. And it was so cool because I remember them saying, my mission president was Presidente Obeso y Hermano Obeso. And it was really cool because they didn't speak much English because they were from Mexico, but throughout my home mission, they learned quite a lot of English. And it was amazing because I remember them calling me their first mission daughter. Even though I wasn't a set-apart missionary at that time, that's one of my first experiences of a mission.